Hey everybody, Rodman here for another episode of, well, you know what it is, Noah's Ark. So, before starting this episode, I went over what I need with a fine-tooth comb, and what I came up with is alpha beavers, arctic foxes, caribou, elk, fennec foxes, gazelle, polar bears, snow hares, and thrumbo. Mostly cold biome. The Thrumbo, obviously, I'm working on, because I have a Thrumbo right here that I'm trying to tame, and once I have that one tamed, I'll have the full set. So at the moment, given that I am in the desert biome, I'm mostly looking for fennec foxes, and gazelle, I believe. I believe gazelle will spawn in desert, well, maybe arid shrubland. So the idea that I had was to make ham somewhat, how do I put it, roaming. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have him ship out to even further to the arid shrubland, because I think the likelihood of me finding animals in the arid shrubland are a bit higher. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send Noah first with just some pemmican and enough stuff to build pods down there, and then send Ham there. And it won't really be an outpost so much as just a place to get some of these remaining creatures. I don't think I really need outposts for these, partially because there's so few animals left to tame, and also because I am strapped for time. So we left off. Yes, we left off healing these people from this mech raid that they kind of got mixed up into. So now I'm carrying them to hospitals and healing them up. So they were here to trade, and then mechs kind of showed up, and that obviously caused a bit of a problem, not for me, but for them. So I'm going to wait for Noah to mine out all this jade, and then I'm going to send him to go do a little exploratory in the ancient shrubland. And then I'll have 3 outposts. How wonderful that will be. Now by wonderful, I mean cumbersome. Caravan request. They want bionic stomachs, and they'll give us pretty much junk. Yeah, I hard pass. Hard pass. Alright, so Devlin here, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to install a peg leg in his left. Which sucks, because he already has a prosthetic in his right, which means he's going to be super slow, but it's not so much my problem. It's the least I can do, right? Wow. These pawns, I guess Basher's fine, but these other pawns, 85 years old, frail, bad back, cataracts, pretty bad. Alright, so Noah's now bored, which means he's mined everything. What we're going to do here is launch Noah with just some components. I'm assuming there's going to be components when we get there, so also send him with the wood. And right, pemmican. I forgot about that. Okay. Alright, he's all ready to launch. Now before I launch, kind of curious. Shem, how close to you are base? I'm not actually launching Shem anywhere, it's just kind of a test range. So it doesn't really matter. I guess I can go here or something. Okay. That's enough information. And I will be trying to look for wildlife in this zone. Well, let's go ahead and settle Noah down. That is a pretty perfect spot right there. Alright, so if we look at the wildlife here, we have got, what are we looking for? We are looking for gazelle, and there are definitely gazelle here. And I think that's all that's here that we need. Whether that's fortunate or unfortunate. Probably more unfortunate, because that just means I have to go searching elsewhere. Alright, so what I'm going to do is just this is a very, very crummy base, and that is the plan. Ham is just going to prepare to abandon this base. I'm getting tired of... Wow, okay, so that's the fastest you will move. Oh, and you have wake up withdrawal. Let's go ahead and administer wake up. I am not one to judge if you're a wake up addict. That's fine. Alright, so let's carry the rest of this jade to the stockpiles. And we'll send some of this home and some of this to the new outpost. I was hoping for some fennec foxes. But the thing is, we can leave this outpost unattended, and it should stand on its own. At least that's the hope. So if there ends up being fennec foxes in this zone... Ostrich iguana. Speaking of ostriches, these guys... What? One of them's pretty crappy, but it doesn't matter. I didn't set the rules as two very nice animals in perfect health. It was just two friggin' animals. That's it. Oh, they have a polar bear. I needed a polar bear. That was on the list. Thinking about it. Looks like we need a bit of meat here, actually. So I'm going to queue up some hunting. Ada, when she wakes, will trade. I'm going to turn this into a prisoner's for now, so we don't use it as a hospital. And Devlin, I was wondering where he was. He's zoning out now. Exited healthy, so we're getting some rep. Alright, we apparently still need more stockpile space for that jade. Ham is working on the pod launchers. I really ought to haul this pemmican so no one else can eat it. So we wanted to buy the polar bear, and that's it, I guess. I'm gonna sell them enough gold to take all of their silver. Alright, so that should be all of the jade, I believe. Yep. Alright, so let's load up this pod with... I see the problem. Jade is heavy. With all the jade we can. Oh, died from an infection. Well, you were old and infirm. I didn't want you to die, but... Oh, she just got struck by lightning. That's pretty nasty. Oh, there's also gold to haul. Yeah, right. Alright, so we got a shipment of jade. Do we need it? I'm not entirely sure, but if we have it, might as well ship it. Okay, so we're doing the hunting that we require. Looking at the wildlife again. Elephants, ostriches, okay. Yep. Eating raw rice, because that's all we got now. And a grizzly bear wants to fight. There are gazelle in my home turf. What the hell? Really? And I really don't have any gazelle already? That's a pretty big thing to overlook. I really don't think I have gazelle. Okay, there's... All of a sudden, no point in using this outpost. Unless fennec foxes pop out of nowhere. So what I'm going to do is kill this grizzly bear, or it's already dead. Alright, ham. Yes, with all of the jade that you can fit in. Gold, silver. He's going to head home and do some taming at home. We'll keep this outpost. So, one more last time. No fennec foxes here. Okay, so world, we will abandon this. Choose route. Gonna head to them. Alright, transport pods ready to return home. Back home, let's go tame some gazelle. Alright, question. Why are we fighting this fire? I don't know, actually. Animals, so beating fire out. Well, that explains a little bit of that. This flash storm really wreaks some havoc. Alright, that means that this can be abandoned. And we are releasing one, or not releasing, but he gets to go home. One more of the people we aim to save. Alright, so I can cheese it and toggle turrets from a distance. So if I go to work, alright, looks good. So I want to tame Thrumbo. I'll hunt some wild boar. Ham is back to sleeping in the same bed as Niall. Alright, so the tribals just became hostile. Sounds like they need a little care package. I don't really have that much interest in hostilities with people I don't need to be hostile with, so I'm going to send them some leathers that I'm not going to use. I'm going to keep the wool and double strand. What else can I send? I can send some weapons. That might be that will certainly be enough. But that might be all I send for now. It's a good amount of rice to replace insulting spree. Sweet. Don't insult your wife. Alright, so Noah's headed to trade. Shem's working on advanced components. I'm not sure why he had a breakdown. Alright, so here is our gift basket, let's call it. Gift pod. Looks like we need some Devil Strand shirts. Alright, they're still going to be hostile with us, but a lot less. Definitely room for improvement, however. How much kibble are you making, Seti? A lot, it seems. Make sure to be hauling it out. So, ostriches. I am sure I anesthetized you and kind of didn't do anything about it. But we'll do that again and load you in this time. Also, animals. We have a polar bear we bought. Let's put him into the barn. I don't think bad things would happen to him, but you never know. Alright. what can we buy off of these guys? Really not much. At all. They have some Archo parts, but I don't really have the materials for that. So we are going to send him on his merry way to go back to the desert taming outpost. Because that's the closest way to get home. He's kind of marooned. I mean, if I needed to get him home, I could do it a lot faster, but... Alright, so we have a gazelle. It's a male gazelle, so let's go ahead and stop taming males. Try to tame a female. And it looks like we immediately tamed a female. So now, forget taming gazelle. We're gonna need some more ship pods for our next pair. So right now I'm carrying the ostriches to the last empty pods. So now I can check ostriches off my list. So I'm going to check gazelle off my list now. I do have a list and male polar bear. Okay, so they've been checked off of the list. So now I know. What I think I'm going to do is load the polar bear into a pod and keep its partner pod unbuilt. Kind of like how I did with the speleopede, the female or male or whatever gender speleopede I have. Okay, so Noah is very sad and on quite a long trek. Mostly because I'm a jerk and I'm not helping him. Looks like only iguanas are getting replaced. I'm curious if I'm more likely to find fennec foxes in the extreme desert. Where to find fennec foxes? Trying to Google that, including the word RimWorld. It's not really helping me much. Oh well. Alright, another gift for our ornery neighbors. I'm going to send them 70 simple meals. It's pretty generous of me, right? Pigskin, rhino leather. 2 double-strand cowboy hats, because the bowler are better. The normal bowler. What else? And some blocks. Bunch of slate blocks. Get Shem to make some shirts. Come on, Thrumbo, just join me. It's delicious kibble. You guys know how I feel. Oh, I need to get some plasteel soon too. Okay, okay, we're finally hauling stuff. Shem's making those shirts that I needed. This is ready to launch, so let's go ahead and do that. It's plenty of rep. so we got all 3 pods back. Cranking out that uranium. One thing I should do is find plasteel while I currently don't need it. I'm sure I have some of it labeled. Uranium, uranium. I don't know what that is. It's hard to see some of these markers out here. One of you linked a mod that makes the stockpiles more vibrant and easy to see. I, of course, haven't installed this mod yet, but that's pretty thoughtful of you. Thank you for that. The reason I do it is I try not to have mods. In fact, it looks like ever since the RimWorld Beta 19 came out, my Fahrenheit and Celsius mod got deactivated. I'll reactivate that for you guys next episode. I don't want to cut into this episode and stop what I'm doing to change some mods around. Needless to say, the temperature in this zone is not extreme in any way. It's not. Oh, I say that and immediately get a cold snap. Haha, funny. This cold snap's at about 0 Celsius now. But again, not worried about it. It's not like I'm in extreme sea ice or whatever, and the cold snap's gonna kill me. 'Tis not what will happen. Wild man wanders in. Look at all those beautiful potatoes I got planted. Not taking advantage of. Oh, looks like the battery broke down. Means I won't have defenses if there is no wind. Any wildlife? Well, besides Vector, the Kingpin? Nope, not really. No fennec foxes. Guess I should turn on the biorefinery and the smelter again. I'm starting to get some buildup of slag and a lack of chem fuel. This is a long, arduous journey here. Kind of feel bad. Leaving him out there. It's probably not the most productive thing I could have done. I should have just shipped him some chem fuel and had him blast home from my other outpost. But he'll get there. I kind of wish taming was like prisoner recruitment, where you wear down the resistances over time. Oh. I have some always-on turrets. Let's fix that. No need to have always-on turrets. A go frenzy. Oh my god, how fast is he now? 8? He is flying. Come on, tame. Because, yeah, if you wore down their resistances, it would be a lot easier to tame Thrumbo and the like, especially when they stick around for a long time. Alright, so Shem's done making advanced components, which means he'll start doing construction projects, which is good. I could have reprioritized him, but I obviously did not do that. Okay. I don't really know what's going on over here. They're murdering each other for seemingly no reason. And alas, there are still no fennec foxes around here. So I really don't care. Murder each other for all I care. Alright, so we're making the caskets for the gazelle. And then we only really have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're the list is pretty short, which is pretty cool. So we'll have male and female alpha beavers, male and female Arctic foxes, male and female caribou, male and female elk, male and female fennec foxes, a female polar bear, male and female snow hares, a male thrumbo, and a male speleopede. And that's all we'll need. And then we'll be blasting off to nowhere. You guys know how it is. I'm glad Noah hasn't gotten sick or anything like that. That'd be a real pain. Maybe I just jinxed myself. I don't know. Okay. Looking for anything that's labeled for plasteel and the like. Steel. This would be convenient if that was plasteel. That was jade. Been hit by a lot of meteorites. Yeah, I'll just have to move the drills around. At least the movement difficulty of this desert is pretty quick. In fact, I'm just going to randomly settle to see if there's any fennecs. Nope, none here. Drop camel hair on me. Not that interested, though. Got some mad alpacas. I'm gonna probably leave the big turrets off. Also don't want them hurting my pets, so I'm gonna get my pawns engaged. Oh, crap. Yeah, I should have expected them coming in from both sides. Alright, just punch your way out of this, buddy. I don't think you're escaping. Alright, he needs rescue. 100% my fault. Easy peasy. I think. Doesn't look like there's any alpacas. In fact, there was a big die-off. I'm not exactly sure where all of the animals in the zone went, but there seems to be not so many of them. Alright, Jeff is getting healed up. Once we butcher these alpaca, I'm going to send another care package to someone. It's a good way to lower colony wealth, albeit by a very, very, very almost inconsequentially small amount, but also keep rep with your neighbors, allies, etc. Alright, so these two pods are ready to be built, meaning the gazelles will be loaded in soon. Japheth is killing up after that attack. I'm going to launch 300 chem fuel to the desert taming outpost. Oh, exotic goods. Walking on in. Nothing I need pet-wise. I already have Arctic wolves and wargs. But you never know what else they have till you check. Oh, they also have a cougar. I didn't see that, but again, don't need it, so don't care. They have an Archo Eye that I can't afford unless I sell gold, which I am not planning on doing. So, I'll do the normal and just buy components. Guess I can turn these turrets off now too, because I'm not facing an alpaca incursion. Alright, so this pod got loaded up with the fuel that we need to get home. Oops, yeah, let me... What did I just do? I sent the fuel somewhere. Oh. I accidentally clicked on... Okay, so we need to shed 12 pounds. Yeah, that was stupid. I clicked on him and not the base. So we're just gonna have to abandon a bunch of chem fuel because I misclicked. Woe is me. Okay, let's do that again. 250 chem fuel. This time not misclick. Nope. They're attacking the outpost. Cool. Mr. Japheth, I'll let you sleep it off. You got beat up, but let's give you a gun. Alright, so Noah's at the outpost. In fact, he's pretty close to this raider. Funny enough. Okay, we're fixing stuff up. They're beginning an assault, which is super cute. It's just like one of them with a knife or whatever. Alright, guess I'll go fight him. Fight's over. And that, my friends, is why you do not... Wow. What did I do? I shot him in the spine leg? I don't even know how that worked. Don't care, it worked. A little curious as to what that shot was, though. Alright, so the little gazelle can be loaded in now. And I'll start working on the polar bear pods. Loading these guys in. Gazelle can be marked off the list. Cool. A lot of work for one set of animals. Stupid fennec foxes. Alright, let's go home. We're not doing any good being out here. Take the jade. Take the steel. Take, I don't know, 16 of the components. Take the plasteel. Oh, it's too heavy. And head home. Alright, let's get out of here. If there is ever fennec foxes in this zone, I'll return there. If there's nothing to return to because it gets raided or whatever. Oh well, doesn't really matter to me. So this is the first time that everyone's here in quite some time. It's been kind of a while that everyone's been away. Noah should really quickly recuperate his mood now that he is in the nice space. Alright, polar bear can get loaded in now. Alright, Noah. Timberwolf hunting Shem. That's almost laughable. Oh, and there's a combat supplier flying overhead. Well, Ada, are you close to base? Perfect. Oh, the beacon is not where it should be, but at least in this moment, that's convenient. Let's see. Sell the machine pistol. That's it. Boring. If Shem took down a Thrumbo, I don't think a Timberwolf is... Oh, it's already dead. Wow, I really had to cut that thing to pieces to kill it. party. It's just what you need, buddy. Has Shem even been healed? I guess he has. Not much of a party for attendance, but I show up and it ends. Story of my life. No, I'm only kidding. I'm gonna start loading in the requisite resources for that pod, and then forbid it. Ooh. If I wanted meat, that's a herd of meat right there. Oh, here's some more meat. Psychic drone high for mail. Great, Noah's already on edge. Well, that should help. Arctic wolves are passing through the other area. Why would they be here? I haven't a clue. Well, that's fine. I don't need them. Guess I could check the wild. Just kill everything. Clear it all. Sort of like the shoot them on like God sort them out. That's pretty much what I'm doing with the animals. Alright, everything's been delivered. So then what I'm going to do is build 2 more sets for the next whatever I get. Alright, so given that I need Arctic foxes, caribou, elk, snow hares, where can I get snow hares? Let's see. Are they only in the really cold regions, or could I get them for a boreal? It is really hard to check quickly. Sorry about that. So tundra or ice sheet. Alright, so I might need to get to a tundra. So what I was thinking is, let's see, launch 300 plus 15 components, and I'm just going to do this in the winter because I don't care. Actually, no, just keep that helmet on. It's fine. Launch Noaha and some meals, some components, and steel. And we're going to go as far north as we can. One more thing I should do is queue up some more marine armor. Looks like our marine armor is getting not so good. Okay, so how far north can we go? We can get pretty far north. Alright, so we settled right next to the pirate base, but we did that because it's on our road, which will help us move around a little bit. Okay, this is a very interesting spot to start at. Wildlife. So we got caribou here. We got an Arctic fox. No snow hare. But hey, that's something. And then we'll be able to pod a little bit further north from here. I don't love the idea of having so many different outposts all at once because it slows the game down pretty considerably. I can already tell that my game's running a little chunkier. But I'm really eager to get this series done with. Not because I don't enjoy it, but because I feel like I've done enough of it. You know, I've really established that I can make a very, very, very big ship and defend it and put animals into it, and now these last few animals are more of a roadblock than anything else. So that's fine. It's part of the challenge, right? They're going to be eating the hell out of your food. Alright, Mr. Night Demon. Have at it. Go forth to the base. See how it feels to attack a unmanned, unoccupied base. Feels pretty bad, doesn't it? What killed you? Your own greed and stupidity. So we got pods set up for future transportation. We're about to be done using up all this extra steel. And bulk goods is coming. I don't know what use that is to me, but whatever. Glad that I'm going to have some people joining me. Alright, let's go ahead and make a steel bed. Maybe make a standing lamp. Some batteries and the like. That's not so bad. Still no fennec foxes. Thought I'd have trouble with the thrumbo. And I am. But the fennec fox might have the thrumbo beat. We'll see. It's too soon to tell, but we'll see. Good old solar flare puts me back into the Stone Ages. Oh, we need some food. Alright, let's go ahead and supply that. 20 simple meals will do for now. And let's go and immediately stockpile it. Because I let the wildlife eat my first few meals. I'm not going to let them eat all of them. Alright, furniture. What do we want? Steel end table, steel mini table. I'm sure I'll be moving this stuff around. Oh, and let's not put a roof over this. Oh, we can put a roof here. Oh, they're gifting stuff to me. Nice. Well, now it's light, so I can mine a little faster. It's getting windy. Alright, checking for Phoenix. No Phoenix. Built himself into a corner. Alright, so caribou and Arctic foxes, yeah. Once this is set up enough, what I'll do is I will relay, I'll move him even further north into the tundra. But first off, we need to send fuel. And we're out of it, so what we need to do is we need to cut trees. You know what that means? Big old paint into the zone. Might as well make this look somewhat nice. Doesn't need to look amazing. Every time I land in a boreal forest, I remember how much I like the terrain of boreal forests. How nice it looks. I think it's my favorite biome. Can't put my finger as to why, but I think it is my favorite biome. Let's remove some snow. Okay, so we just loaded in chem fuel. You know what, actually? Load. I'm not going to load that yet. So I think I'll just send ham when I send the chem fuel. I'll have them load in with it. Blocked my roof. Yeah, that's right. That would be me. Lynx hunting Noaha. Okay. Not bad. Shot it into the heart. The other zone just got a supply drop of wolf meat. Checking on wildlife in my desert. Fennekless. I must be so finicky. I'm sorry. I'll stop punning. It's not funny. I could have said punny, but I didn't. Consciously. Realizing no one wants that. Our little speed miner here. There's the Arctic fox we want. Getting in a fight. Getting shredded. Actually, I don't want to wait for another Arctic fox to zone in. I might try to patch this one up. It's gonna die to a squirrel. I mean, come on. Come on. We all know that that wouldn't happen in the wild. Arctic fox would one-shot a squirrel, not be hurt at all. Whatever. It's gonna be like boreal taming outpost or whatever, but I just didn't care enough. Alright, miscellaneous. Furniture, animal spot. And doctor, handler. But I still can't rescue you? It's not unconscious yet? There we go. Just had to wait. Let's see, we also want a chair to eat upon. And I think we're ready for ham. I'm going to do a little bit more compacted machinery so I can ship the machinery down. There also seems to be gold here, but whatever. Not my main concern. So we were going to try to find plasteel, right? So, let's go ahead and attempt that. So, ham. A lot of moving parts right now. Ham and all that chem fuel, why not? Get moving. Oh, come on, really? Really? All that work patching you up, you get eaten by a wolf. Damn it. Alright, so Ham's in here. So while he comes to join us up there, Noah will load. So these pods will max fuel. I won't have to launch very far, I don't think. What I'm going to do is launch Noah and all the meals. Because he can't be resupplied from home base as easily. And then I'm going to send... I'm going to make some more simple meals. And supply Noah with food. Okay. I mean, supply ham. This is probably good. Uses up the least amount of fuel that way, at least. And yet another outpost. This is becoming CPU expensive. Wildlife. Elk. Well. Crap. That's going to be my new home. Alright, Ham. You're here, but you have nothing to do. I guess we can butcher and cook and stuff? Maybe? I'm looking to see, I guess there is, yeah, there's some steel around here. That actually looks like silver. Oh no, it's steel. A little bit of a wildlife check, no phoenix. Once it's not winter, the chances of me being able to tame stuff goes up a lot more. Alright, so now I can cook some food. I won't have to resupply. There's certainly a lot of dead animals around, and I'll kill off the rest. That blocks the door. Another really sad outpost bedroom. Coming right up. Where is the table? There it is. Managing 4 outposts. How complex can I go? Game won't allow me to exceed 5, so there is a definitive answer. I should go and move my meals. So I'm gonna prioritize some stuff. Do you... yeah, you hunt. Let's give you some rec. Asking a lot of these pawns. Okay, there's no more wildlife here. I have smited it all. Okay, so now we have, or soon to have, a place to keep our food. Rather than doing piecemeal mining, I'm just going to keep them down here and mine a bunch all at once. Refugee, whatever, I love that. Okay, so now I can design this a little bit better. Furniture, bed here, dresser out of steel here. This can be just the everything stockpile. There's probably some components around somewhere. Japheth, huh? Ain't anymore. Alright, let's haul those meals in. Oh, yeah, there are some components. Alright. That's good news. One thing I just realized is I'm way over my hour. Because I am. So apologies that this is a little bit longer and not the uniform 1 hour. I'll just have to pick this up next time. So thank you for watching. If you have any feedback for me, drop me a line, and I'll catch you all another time. Adios, everyone.